Hello everyone, this is Fina, and today I choose the journal. And the journal name is Introduce Cooperative Learning, a student attitude toward learning and the impassion for self-directed learning in from Elsa Menzin and Suki Van Zen. So first, I want to show guys you what is the self-directed learning, the self-directing in the journal, and it is like say the self-directed learning is the process in which individuals take responsibility for their own learning, rather than the relying on a teacher or trainers to direct their learning. And in self-directed learning, the learner identifies their learning needs and setting their own goals or choose the appropriate learning strategies and resource rate and evaluate at their own progress. And the self-directed learning are motivated to learn and take initiative in their own learning process, and they are about to identify gaps in their knowledge and skills and seek out the resources they need to find wholescape. And they are also able to reflect on their learning and adjust their approach as need. So the self-direct learning can take place in variety of settings, and including formal educational settings, and such as the school or universities, as well as informal settings such as learning through online resource or personal projects. It is an important skill to develop. It allows individuals to take control of their own learning and continue to learning and grow throughout their lives. And next part, I want to show you guys the list journals. What is the cooperative? The cooperative learning is a instructional method that involves the student working together in the small groups to achieve the shared learning goals. The approach emphasizes the social and interactive nature of the learning and is believed to have a positive impact on student academic achievement, attitude towards learning, and social skills. So next part is about what is attitude toward learning refers to individuals to believe to feelings and opinions about the process of the acquiring new knowledge or skills. It's in confidence how one to approach and engage in learning activity, the major place on learning, and the level of the motivation towards learning. The positive attitude toward learning can lead to greater engagement, the motivation, and persistence in the learning process. The while negative attitude can lead to disengagement, the lack of the motivation, and decreased learning outcomes. The study can test by Mason and Zhou, and they add to the extent body of literature on cooperative learning by investigating its impact on student attitude towards learning and its implication for self-directed learning. The researchers used the mixed method approach to grade data from the group of the 92 first-year education students at the South Africa University. And this part is about the cooperative learning and attitude toward learning and self-directed learning. So we can see they use the mix to research. Yeah, the quantitative data collected in the source of the questionnaire before and after the interventions provides large as the insights into changes in student attitude toward learning as a result of the cooperative learning intervention. The results show the significant increase in positive the attitude toward learning and indicating their cooperative learning had a positive impact on student motivation and engagement in the learning process. And this is about the research, the questionnaire, the writer to use the three part to ask the student. So, in conclusion, the journal by the two writers and providing visual insight into the potential benefits of the cooperative learning for teaching and learning in higher education. The mixed method approach used in the study allowed for a comprehensive understanding of the student experience and the perception of the cooperative learning and its impact on their attitude toward learning and self-directed learning. So how even future research is the need to investigate the impact of the cooperative learning on the large and more diverse the sample of the student to establish its general realized ability. Yeah. And moreover, the quantitative data collected through focus group interview with the subsample of the student provided the more in-depth understanding of the student experience of the cooperative learning and how it impacts their attitude towards learning and self-directed learning. The interviews revealed that students found the cooperative learning to be a effective method of developing the teamwork and collaboration skills and from promoting critical thinking and problem solving. And however, the study also had some limitation, and the sample size was relatively small, and the study focused on the single course and group of the student, so which may limit the generalized ability of the finding. And additionally, the study did not implicitly consider the impact of the student background or previous experience on their attitude toward cooperative learning in introductions.